not exactly what I thought it would be. I got my house on a little piece of land. This is the place I'm gonna take my stand. But I keep living on dreams. One thing I know, that's the way it's gotta be. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream of me. Hoping someday.
Well, I want to thank everybody for tuning in to another exciting episode of Ted John Find the Buttons. Last we saw our Trevor Crusader, he had a lot of trouble figuring out buttons, didn't know what button to push, had to crawl on his technical device to his backup. We don't know if we have the problem solved. Again, John finds himself faced with buttons. Which button to push? It's the exciting episode. This red flashing button. All right. Let's get this show on the road, baby. Let's see if I can push the right button.
But try and vote every chance I get. You can't change nothing if you don't do that. I pay my taxes even when it hurts. Sometimes I think, though, it's just getting worse. Am I living the American
Seems to be a big thing nowadays. Do you pay your taxes? Like you got a choice, baby. Of course you pay your taxes.
Someday that I will see myself in American.
Anyway, I want to thank everybody for being here. It is indeed Thursday. Mañana, Beer and Bud Friday, baby. We'll make it through this week. I want to thank everybody for showing up. Yes, I am flying solo. I believe I have hit all the buttons. I can hear myself. I'm assuming that Discord can hear me, and I'm assuming that you can hear me. So I got pretty stuff on my screen, and nothing is smoking. So, well, almost nothing. Anyway, Sherry Puckett, first one to jump in. Thank you very much. Followed by Richard Phillips. The remixtress is with us. Destiny Phillips. Dwayne Dwizzle is here. Dorothy Tyndall, first one to jump in on Meta. Facebook. It's Meta. I'm going to see that change. Anyway, Dorothy, thank you for being here. Doug Schuff, thank you, brother. Raylene Allen, Destiny Phillips, Seraphin Coley, Pat Hunter is here. Elena Jars, thank you. Our own Bernadette Pre, always a pleasure to have her here. Quite a voice. Brian Champagne, thank you. Stephanie Dane, how you doing, darling? I assume Jay is there with you, probably strumming a guitar in the moonlight with a bottle of wine and a rose in his mouth, something along that nature. I'm sure there's candy sitting by the whole thing. Anyway, Susan Jarrett, Tracy Tobias, thank you for being here, darling. Carol Gillens. Oh, man, I just thought of something. Dizzy Duke is with him. That's a Purple Moon Dragon. Keith Thompson, my buddy up in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Thank you for being here. Martha Olivera, Valerie Wood Rosato, thank you, baby, for being here. Jimmy Swanson, Robin Lyons. Man, the whole family's here. Jimmy Swanson, let me see. Virginia Woodley, who uses her voice in Lakewood, Washington. Boy, howdy. Check her out on her Facebook page. Miss Linda Long. Hey, how you doing, baby? BW's here. Man, I'm gonna have to hit the BW's here. Deborah Casto McPeak, thank you for being here. It is indeed Thursday, baby. Let me get this hand back up here because it doesn't like to be hanging down anywhere low. Anyway, I hope you all have had a fantastic day. We had a busy day here at the house, but it slid into around 5:30 time, so bingo, baby, we're here. The news just now came across that there is not going to be a vote tonight. Let me make sure that says that right. It says House delays vote and blow to Biden's agenda. There was going to be a vote tonight to see if we could get something passed. Evidently, it has been postponed again. Postponed again because, not everybody's on board here. People like Joe Manchin, he's got a job to do, baby. I don't know what Christine Sinema's doing out there twiddling her thumbs, just trying to make people unhappy? I don't know. Joe Manchin, I know where he is, baby. He's doing his best to fight for his constituents. Oh, no, not in West Virginia. Well, some of them, I guess, are in wherever his money's coming from. The billionaire class, I guess. Which there's another side note right over there in the headline. Billionaires' wealth has soared 70% in the pandemic. That's just during this pandemic. 70%. Their personal wealth went up. And that is the hill that Joe Manchin is standing on to protect them. There's 700 and what? I can't remember the number. Say 750, something like that. Billionaires in this country. Billionaires. And that is who he is fighting desperately to protect, in my book. So we're not going to get a deal yet. So we're going to have another. And there we go with President Biden going on a trip. You'd like to send him out the door with a little. Yeah, that ain't going to happen, baby. That ain't happening. Because we can't get our party together on this shit. And it's not because of the progressives in the House. They're standing firm on what little is left of what we were trying to get, what the Build Back Better plan was. My fault is with Joe Manchin and Kristen Sinema, who are dinos just right out of the Stone Age, baby. They could give a flip less about those who have no money against those who are wealthy and can pay them a lot of money, because that's what the game is there. It's not about the rights of the people or the needs of the people. You don't think the people in West Virginia, hell, that's a poor state to begin with. You bet your ass there's a lot of people up in the Appalachians would like to have a little help, baby. They live a poor life. And this bill, this Build Back Better plan has the possibility of lifting those people up a bit. They're not going to become billionaires. They're just going to get out of the sewer. And it disappoints my heart so much that we can't get this shit done. That those within our own party are fighting against it, fighting against drug pricing. Are you shitting about an expansion from Medicare, which doesn't include eyes, teeth, and hearing, the three things that old people have a tendency to freaking lose? So it should be in there to begin with. But no, there's money to be made, baby. There's a lobbyist for everything. Your ass is not near as important as that money. And there's our problem, baby, until we come up, until we raise our voice so much, until we come together so solidly, then the billionaire class is going to win, baby. That money's going to walk all over us, baby. We're going to get back into status quo, get back in line, be thankful you got a job, work for what you get, and let's go on with business. That's the way it's going to be. That's the way it always is. Since the last great deal. Well, this is a great deal. A big deal. And we need to continue to try to fight as hard as we can to get it through. Now, let's see if I can get a couple people here in the room to get us started. Let me see if everything works here, because look at there. Ben, are you in the room?
Hello, how are you, John?
I can hear him. Look at there. I'm over here pushing the right buttons, Ben. That's what I'm doing, buddy.
Well, I'm glad to see that.
Yes, I am
going
too.
Good for you.
I am too, brother. So far.
How's your hand? Is it healing really well?
Yeah, as long as I don't whack it on the back of my hand on something, you bump into something and all of a sudden it's like, ow, ow, ow. Other than that, it's doing real fine. No, the swelling has gone down a little bit. So, yeah.
It's cold, wet, and damp here. We've been getting the leftovers of that bomb cyclone.
Really?
Yeah.
We're supposed to, well, I'm not going to complain. We're having our days in the mid 80s and our low, I think, in about the mid 50s. Perfect sleeping weather, and the temperature during the day is pretty comfortable. So I'm happy.
Yeah, I don't mind rain, but I don't like cold rain.
Yeah. I don't like wet, and I don't like cold, and I don't like wind on my cold when it's wet. So wraps it all up in there, brother. I'm a sand and sea kind of guy. Anyway, thank you, Ben, for being here. Tony Boyd, are you in the room, brother? How are you doing?
I'm pretty good. You wouldn't like where I'm at then.
Oh no, you getting rain and cold too?
Rain, cold, and wind.
And
Yep,
wind.
it's nasty here. Yeah,
Boy,
it's nasty here.
No, let's see. There's the combination I don't like. I like to stay away from that combination. Cold, wet,
Chills
wind.
you to the bone.
Yeah, I don't like
Yeah.
that to the bone stuff. My bones is old and they don't like that stuff. So I just told that doctor the other day when he asked me, "Are you allergic to something?" I said, "Yes." Pain.
Mm-hmm.
I am allergic to pain. Every time I feel pain, it hurts. I know, so I'm allergic to that shit. Unfortunately, I get exposed to it quite often. Anyway, Tony, thank you for being here. Let's make sure Sparky's with us.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Outstanding.
Beautiful day here today.
See, the weather had to be good somewhere.
About 75 degrees. But we got more rain coming next week.
That you
Did
can
you hear-
use.
Did you see Donnie's going to have a big announcement next week?
No, I have not seen that.
Put out a picture, Support America Act or something, and him walking to the Oval Office, you know, the causeway thing there at the White House.
Yeah.
And he's got a little sign posted across his chest. Enough with the big tyrannical rules. Big announcement, November
Big
4th.
tyrannical rules. There's Donnie boy. Screw the rules. Rules, laws, they don't mean anything to me. Shit, I'll do what I want, say what I want. I'll kick over whatever garbage can I want. Donald Trump really doesn't give a flip. And then you got all the maggots out there going, yeah, that's my man. It's sickening.
I guess you put out an op-ed too, blaming Bill Barr for not overturning the election for him.
Really? Blaming Bill Barr. Well, of course. Of course. He's going to blame everybody. It's sickening. And that's what we got, baby. That's what we have to deal with. Spark, thank you for being here. Let's get Bernadette in the room. Bernadette, how are you?
I'm fine, John.
Good.
We got a cool 74 degrees and nothing but sunshine here today, and I'm totally grateful for that. But I do have a message for you.
What?
I was in the blue room last evening with several people, and one of them was, of course, our dear Ms. Linda.
Miss Linda,
And
a.k.a.
she
Mary
won't be
Ellen.
making it today. She had
Oh, no.
a doctor's appointment today, so let's hope that she's doing well.
I hope.
But she did give me a message for you, and I'm going to give it to you now
Okay.
instead of later. Good night, John Boy.
Good night. Good night,
And
Mary
that's
Ellen.
just because my brain might take a break and, take pause because it does that sometimes. Or, I might have to run off and do something. So I just wanted to get that in now.
Thank you, Bernadette. And for those that don't know, those are some of our little traditions within our Blue Dot family. In the Blue Room, after the show, we have certain traditions, and that's one of them. John can't leave the room until Mary Ellen says good night, John boy. So
Good night, John Boy.
good night, Mary Ellen. That's the way it is. Thank you so much for being here, Bernadette. We appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Now, before we get all started, let me thank.
And another bit of really good news that Miss Linda gave us last night
Yes.
was that the Dixie Fire is now 100% contained.
Outstanding.
That doesn't mean it's out.
No.
It just means
Yes,
they've stopped forward progress with this thing. There's still hot
And think about,
spots in
y'all
the
take a
center of
minute to
it.
think about how
So-
long you've been hearing about that fire,
Yes.
the Dixie Fire. That has been around for a while now. So people have been suffering and land has been suffering for a long time now. So that is good news.
Yes.
Outstanding to hear that. And before we get started, let me thank Linda Gallup for came in with $5 and said, I am going to pop into the show next week. Don't be threatening stuff you don't intend to do now, Linda. Let's get it on now. Come on. I am making a list of people I think we should support to get elected in 2022. Oh, baby, bring the list on. I am ready. Because I should have, dog it, got a wire wrapped up in my toe.
Oh,
No, I don't want to be jerking my, what is that? And move my foot and all of a sudden we all go dark. Anyway, Linda Gallup, thank you very much, baby. We appreciate it. And please, come in and drop into the show. Join the discussion because, yeah, we're going to have a list. I've got to find out who mine is. I've got to, I swear, I'm going to have to kick the Democratic Party here in Nueces County in the ass a little bit, I think. I swear.
Or maybe run for something and fill a seat that's desperately needed.
Oh, man. I've been checking out, that little app that we got that I told you all about, ActiVote. The thing is that no matter where you live, there's a section of that app that tells you every state bill, every House bill, every Senate bill that comes up for a vote. So anywhere from the U.S. Senate to the U.S. House of Representatives to your local state houses, you find out what bills are being voted on. And not only that, how your congressman voted. And lo and behold, yesterday I was doing a little research on my dear Congressman Michael Cloud here in Texas, District 27. Nay, I don't give a shit what it is. Everything. He ain't voted yes on nothing, and there are a lot of good laws that have come through, good bills that have been presented. But I don't care if it's for the protection of a woman to have an area where she could breast pump or breastfeed in private, so she would not be away from work, to the defense authorization bill. Nay, no, ain't voting nothing. That's his job, baby. He is just there to vote. No, it's disgusting.
He's missing in action, John. We need to send out a search party form or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, my congressman's gone, baby. You never see him on the news making a statement about anything.
He gets that check.
Yeah, but that's true for a lot of lawmakers. A lot of people across this country. There are hundreds of congressmen that you never see. You want to think in your mind, hey, they're in the background doing all the hard work. But I never see my congressman take a stand on anything. I've never seen my congressman stand up for any value, anything. He got the job, and he went underground, and he's keeping all his little maggot buddies pumped up. And with the redistricting, oh, baby, he's a shoo-in. It's disgusting. It is here in Texas, the way they've done this. That's the fight that we're in. It's for the basic right of the people to vote, to be able to have representation. Here in Texas, baby, it's all jerry-rigged down to the street. And who lives on that street? And that's not democracy, baby. That's something else. And that's what they want to play. So guess what our job is?
Hey, John.
Yes? What's our job?
GW sent me a message. Donnie's going to leave the country because he doesn't want to pay the new
billionaire tax?
Yeah.
I don't think he has a problem. TW, I don't think he's got a problem getting hit with a billionaire tax. I really don't. I don't think he's a billionaire anymore. Where did TW go? Well, I just hit his button in.
He's in the audience.
Oh.
He raised his hand again.
I see him there. I think he's just playing a game here. You don't want to really come in.
Turn green.
And possum.
TW, how are you doing, brother?
I'm doing good.
He wants to leave the country, huh?
That's what they're saying, but I think he wants to leave the country because he knows coming for him, Donnie.
Yeah. Oh man,
Donnie, you're gonna be in a nice orange suit.
Oh,
then
Lord.
We're gonna call you Mr. Pumpkinhead.
I swear, one of these days soon, I'm gonna slow down and do my homework. Who's the guy that they tried to call? Was supposed to testify tomorrow in front of January 6th Commission. He was he wanted to be.
Meadows?
No, which one?
Mark Meadows?
No, not Mark Meadows.
No, it was Mark Meadows.
It was the guy that wanted to be Attorney General. Clark.
Yeah.
Clark, that's the
Clark.
guy. Yeah, he ain't gonna testify tomorrow.
You think he was?
No,
There's
not
another
well.
one that's going
Well,
to jail,
so far his
there you go.
excuse is he's got to get a lawyer because his old lawyer quit. And
Well,
when
Mark
I was in my
Meadows is
truck, the
also
discussion
giving them
was
run around too.
the
And
discussion.
right before
Yeah,
right before we went on air, I read an article about Mark Meadows, giving them the hee-haw and negotiating in bad faith because that's what Republicans do. And
cheap steal
so
falls right into that
they're
category.
thinking about slapping him with a contempt
Charge too.
arsenal.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. I want to see
say,
something happen with Steve
If they
Bannon.
don't show up, contempt all their asses, and then throw their fucking asses in. Because John, if you didn't show up for,
I'd be in jail.
You would be sitting in jail until you
ass would be
comply.
in jail.
Yeah, you have the right to go in front of the committee and plead the fifth for any fucking reason you want to.
Yeah.
Get your ass in front of that.
You
committee.
can't claim executive privilege or the Fifth Amendment until the question is asked to you. Your ass needs to be in that seat in front of Congress. And when then they ask you a question, then you can sit there with your dumb ass grin on your face and go, I claim executive privilege, and let's see how far that gets your ass. But get your ass in front of the committee. That's the patriotic and American thing to do here. That's what we have to keep remembering, that that's not what the Republican Party's doing.
But we're expecting them to play by the rules, and they have shown time and time again they are not going to negotiate in good faith, and they are not going to fucking do anything by the rules. The whole Republican Party is down for taking the rules and obliterating them as long as they stay in power. So when are the Democrats going to wake the fuck up and stop playing with these people and the American people?
Yeah, well, that's a damn good question.
Do your damn job.
Most of them are trying.
Throw their fucking asses in jail.
We've got the whole Democratic Party against two.
We would go to jail.
It would.
They got five people. They got 5 people that are actually, they're actually in there and actually trying to put their thing in. But
they have people that are cooperating. They're talking to the committee.
Yeah, they have some that are
they're not sitting around twiddling their thumbs. And those are the ones we need to get after. We need to get after their asses.
They need to be a little bit more.
Say no.
I understand where Bernadette's coming from. They need to be a little bit more. Okay, you're not coming in. Fuck you. We're going right here now, and we're going to vote, and you're going to jail, and fuck you. That's it.
I don't even think we should be going for criminal contempt. I think we should be going for inherent contempt, where the sergeant of arms of Congress goes and arrests their ass with U.S. Marshals and put them in jail themselves. That's inherent contempt, and that's what they are doing. Because there is no legal reason for Steve Bannon to claim any kind of executive privilege or any other kind of privilege. He is a citizen. Go ahead. Yeah. You got a kick out of what? You kicked whose grandma and where? TW.
Oh, I think we lost him.
I think we lost him. While we're waiting on him, I want to thank Diana Mallory, bequeather of the Gong and Secret Squirrels, who came in with a $5 donation and said, vote in 2022, but don't forget to vote in 2021. Vote in every election and know who you are voting for. Run, Aaron, run. Aaron Trumley running for town council in Monroe, New York. There's her Facebook account, her Act Blue account. Please send her some encouragement on her Facebook. Oh, I'm sorry. Her Meta page. It's Meta page. You're going to have to change that up now.
Before I got cut off, I had a phone call come in. But MSNBC, they had a lady the other day, or today, talking. She goes, Steve Bannon is on his little podcast being a racist little jerk.
That's for Diana Mallory.
And he thinks that, or she thinks that he needs to come in. If he's not going to come in willingly, he needs to come in cuffs and sit there with the sergeant of arms standing right next to him.
In a perfect world. We don't live there. We don't live there. We are a nation of laws. We're told that all the time. You're a nation of laws. We bland and yeah. And if you have damn good lawyers, you know how to play that book, baby. And you can tie this shit up forever. That's the problem. That's the difference why I would be in jail for failure to honor a subpoena and why Steve Bannon ain't. Lawyers. That's why. And that's what they're banking on, is to delay and just keep that up until 2022. to where nobody has to stand account for this shit, because we already know from other people's testimony there were meetings with congressmen, lawmakers.
Yep.
Yeah, in fact, one of them got another fine today.
Which one? Bobart?
No,
Oh, let me see. Marjorie Taylor Greene?
Marjorie Taylor Greene. Yes, another
see.
$5,000.
It was on my bingo.
Another $5,000 fine.
What'd she do now?
It's for what she's been doing. It's she's been harassing people and
Every
this and
chance
that.
she
So
gets.
Not wearing a mask in the chamber.
yeah, not wearing a mask in the
Yeah,
chamber.
she
She's
just-
thinking that she's gonna
She's just
walk in with her loaded rifle or loaded gun.
she's just flipping the bird to the Congress, to Nancy Pelosi. They
told her
don't
it's
give a shit.
And it's the ethics violation. They basically hit her with a $5,000 fine.
Boy, howdy. Jeremy, what do you think we should do, buddy?
I think we should bring them all in, but the problem is you can only suggest to do what you do. It's their choice to do it or not.
How are you doing, my friend?
I'm good. The other thing is I was busy battling with a million maple leaves, but I was listening to Robin earlier, and she was talking about a judge kind of spoke up the other day and went off on a tirade about how the DOJ is handing these people sentences which mean nothing. Basically saying, if they're saying as bad as they're saying it, why are they giving them, 60 days? And this judge admonished the DOJ for about, it sounded like 90 minutes. And Robin read some of it and said it's recorded somewhere and she wants to hear it. And basically in the end, she said, I can only give you to this guy who's, one of the rioters, what the sentencing says. I can't go above it. And she said, for that, I have to give you, I think it was like 90 days probation or something. No, it's 36-month probation. That's all she could do. But she clearly made mention she was completely pissed at the system and said, if these people are as bad as they are, we need to hammer them. Not 60 days, not 60 months, maybe 6 years.
How about it? The charges are wrong. That's where it starts.
Yeah.
They're charging.
They're
Look.
charging trespassing and stuff like that on government property or some bullshit. They
When
shouldn't
it
be charged
an
with sedition.
insurrection charge.
It should be.
Yes.
It should be
Yeah.
treason.
But it's plea deals.
I know it.
Yeah, she was saying the plea deals, and she said, and the judge mentioned the kind of trumped-up charges of parading in a non-honorous place. It's not parading when you're smearing shit on a wall like "fuck you, Nancy." That's not parading.
No.
It's not
Unfortunately, when I
parading.
say shit, it was
It's
literal
not
shit. It wasn't just saying
parading
it.
when you're calling for the overthrow of an election.
That's
That's
right.
not parading.
I'm
An
sorry.
attempt-
That's
An
not
attempt to
and
disrupt
having
a federal election. That was their intent, to break into that building and stop Congress from certifying the election, to stop Mike Pence from hitting that gavel. That was the plan. And what is that? That is treason. That is sedition. Those are charges that should be filed because it was intent. You're seeing so many people coming in, and there were. I'm even gonna go out on a limb. There had to be at least, I don't know, 1%. They got caught up in the moment. Grandma and Grandpa got swept up in there, maybe. But that's the ones that we're looking at are the ones that showed up in gear. Mo Brooks, buckling
Yeah,
armor.
stop.
Are you shitting me? You got a plan there, buddy? Have you got a plan? The guys that showed up in full BDU, yeah, they got a plan. They had a plan. So that
Yeah.
every one of them should be held account and should be
And they
held as an
still have a
example.
plan. And they still have a plan to overthrow
Yes,
this
they're
government.
not done.
And they're still calling Biden a illegitimate president. And they still, set orange fuckface, fuck Trump in, the highest of kingships of all the land,
Yeah.
They have a plan. And it's to destroy this country.
They have, right now in my book, the Republican Party is actively seeking to turn our country in from a democracy into whatever the fuck you call that over in Russia, where Putin just stays king forever. That's what we're, an autocracy. That's it.
Well,
President for life. And then after
One
that,
thing that
hey,
we gotta
Don
do-
Jr. Hey, here's Ivanka. Y'all can, Bannon's growing up.
Trump wasn't kidding when he admired the Chinese president for setting himself up for life, and he said the same thing should happen here.
Yes.
And that is this man's goal. Understand something. If he gets in any fucking office again, he will do just that. And don't just think that he needs to be elected. They have every intentions of setting his ass as Speaker of the House, who does not have to be an elected official, should they take over the House again. These people are out of their fucking minds.
And their plan is working great. We got a 6-3 Supreme Court.
I actually heard something
the direction
today, though.
we're going in, baby.
They said most of the people in the poll right now are like 6%, 7%. Donnie's 25%, and like DeSantis is 24% right now. And DeSantis is, I wouldn't want to have him as president either, but.
No, there ain't no buts there. I don't want his ass in there either. Shit, no, we'd fight just as hard against his ass as his master who lives in his state. And Greg Abbott's going to pay the price for his shit, too. There's going to have to be a price paid for this. Political price. These assholes are going to have to get kicked out of office. We're still in the midst of the big lie right now. And as you just said, Donnie's putting out messages every freaking day. It ain't over.
They need to be accountable.
Yes, to Bernadette.
Joe Biden is currently on his way over to the G20 summit.
Yes.
Do you know the man has only 2 ambassadors appointed so far because the Republicans refused to set in, and the 2 ambassadors that are set, and one is Mexico. I can't remember the other one. I want to say it's Turkey, but both of them have been previous senators who sat in Congress, and that is the only reason why the Republicans in the Senate have gone ahead and okayed their ambassadorships.
One of them is Jeff Flake.
Jeff Flake.
One is Jeff Flake.
Jeff Flake. I remember him.
The other guy is from Colorado. He used to be the Interior Secretary.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, one thing that we got to do here,
Joe Biden is currently going over to the G20, and he has no ambassadors to work with while he goes and deals with other leaders in the world.
Not only that,
this is a fucking sham.
I watched the Senate this morning, too, and they're giving him such a heartache. Oh, he's doing this. He's raising the gas prices. He's doing it. No, Trump screwed up your gas prices. Trump screwed up all this crap. And you're giving Biden shit for going over to the G20 summit? Give me a fucking break.
Give me a break. Ben, were you going to say something?
Yeah, 2 things that we got to do, though.
What?
One, we got to stop all this fucking infighting in our own party.
That would be number one. That would be number one. That would be the number one thing. We could march forward with an agenda, but we can't do that right now because
I'm telling you right now, the extreme right is using that against us, and they're using that for their fuel for next year.
It's a very very good for their side to point at us and go, look, they can't do anything. The Democrats, we gave them power. They got the White House, they got the Senate, they got the House of Representatives. They're not getting anything done.
Yeah, but another thing that's very important, and Adam Schiff said this, we cannot let the January 6th investigation committee bleed into 2022, because if we do, then it's going to look really bad for us.
It's going to be done.
The way to make Joe Manchin irrelevant is to take the Senate by a majority. Take it by a majority. This 50-50 split right now, that's pushing this shit, baby. That's how come everything. That's what gives Joe Manchin all his power. And Krista Sinema, she wants a little bit of that too. She just revels in it, I guess. This is, Lord, how many ways can you say it is us, baby? We have to we have to keep the Senate, and we have to pick up houses in the House of Representatives, and I don't see that happening. Right here in Texas, the Republicans are picking up 2 more seats, baby. We're just they're just adding to the freaking numbers.
You got to remember too, though, John. Donnie even came back out with it this morning. He said, "Don't vote the Republican Party. You guys don't need to vote because I guarantee that we're just going to get taken." So.
Yep, the biggest enemy the Republican Party has is Trump, and they welcome him in like a Trojan horse. They worship him, and at night all the little boogers are going to come out and smash you in the head. You know,
Yep.
they're trying to kill the Conservative Party. They want the Trump Party. This is not a political party. This is a cult of one man.
Of one man.
Of one man who has no loyalty to anybody.
Well, for our sake, I hope that the January 6th investigation committee does not bleed into the 2022 election, because if it does, we're toast.
It's going to, man. It's going to. This is going to bleed into next. We're already fixing to hit November right now. Shit, we're almost into 22. We're almost there. Do you see any major events happening yet? No. That's why they need to happen soon. I want Steve Bannon arrested and held until he complies with the subpoena. Leave his ass in jail until he decides to testify.
What's fucking taking the DOJ so long to get this done, getting arrested?
It has to go through a grand jury. As we said before, we are a nation of laws, and the laws require certain steps. And the defense, Steve
and
Bannon.
this is what it's all about. It's about drawing it out. They'll understand something. Bannon doesn't really give a fuck whether he goes and sits in front of this committee or not. That's not the point. The whole point of the Republicans is to delay, and run this fucking Congress's time out.
That's the plan.
That's it.
So if they can keep that going,
yes,
that's their plan. Using the law to do it. Using the law to do it.
Hopefully they come out with the either the Georgia indicts him or New York indicts him.
Right.
But it all takes time, and that's and Trump being the most litigious
Did you say fuck
person
Trump?
on the fucking. I did say fuck Trump because that's
right
how I
here
call
on my
him.
show.
This is how I know him. Okay, his whole plan in anything he fucking does is to run out the fucking clock through the courts.
That's it.
Through the courts, because he knows the courts take time, and in the meantime and in between time, he's still robbing this country blind.
Yep. And that's not just in his political career, that's in his professional career too.
Yeah, but he's also not finding lawyers to back him up because they want paid up front.
It doesn't matter. As long as he files the paperwork, it's on the court's dockets, whether he's got attorneys or
he
not.
He still has to file.
Well,
it still has to go through a lawyer.
It still has to go through a lawyer, but here's the kick. That lawyer thing is getting a little bit more and more difficult. Part of Jeffrey Clark's problem is his lawyer quit him, and he needs to get a new lawyer.
Okay.
He can't find one.
But here's the thing.
No lawyer wants to be
No
sitting
lawyer
in front of
wants
a committee.
no lawyer is going to take these people's cases.
You get an attorney to file the papers. Once it's on the court docket, you can delay by switching lawyers 15 fucking times once you get on the docket.
Indeed.
But just we have laws like
it's like a bug.
People get the right of counsel when they go to Congress.
Well, let's give him a court-appointed attorney. Let's do that. Let's get some Joe Schmo just came out of law school.
Congress is full of a lot of them that they're shysters.
Yes.
Like Ted Cruz.
Ted Cruz. Defending a Nazi salute. That's my senator, Ted Cruz. Shit.
Your senator leaves a lot to be desired, okay?
Oh, baby. A lot to be desired. A lot. Both my senators, neither one of them are worth a shit.
I couldn't believe how he was treating Garland the other day. If I would have been Garland, I would have stood up and said, "Guess what, asshole? I'm coming for you."
Yeah. We try to use Garland, a little better decor around
but Garland, like everybody else that sits on the other side of that table, usually has what John just talked about, sense of decorum, because they've been there long enough in government to know that there is supposed to be a sense of decorum. But when you have somebody like Jim Shorts Jordan or
Jim Jacket Off Jordan,
Marjorie Taylor Greene, that can't stand saying her name, or anybody, Matt Gaetz, pick one. Yeah. Pick Ted Cruz. when you have people
Leo
like
Gomar.
that in Congress
Yep.
that don't give a shit about
Lauren Boebert.
decorum, and they take or even Christian cinema. You get up there and you dress the way that you certainly do, and draw attention to yourself.
Oh,
That
she
tells
loves
me
being
you have
flamboyant.
no sense of decorum. Okay, and you don't even know how to spell the goddamn word, let
No.
alone what it means. Okay,
No.
this is
Trump would
this is
spell
not
it-
something
Trump would
that
spell it.
I think she used the LGBT community a little bit.
DECOMER.
It doesn't matter
she
how
got
Trump would
elected.
spell it. It's not there. Trump wouldn't know decorum if it kicked him in his ass, okay? He wouldn't know this shit. Okay? But this is what our founding fathers based this whole government system on. And it's been shot to shit by these fake ass fucking Republicans that are only in it for $1 fucking bill.
Well, let's be fair, Bernadette. It's a little bit more.
I am being extremely fair and extremely
It's a little bit.
kind.
It's a little bit
with
more than
my
a dollar.
words.
It's a little bit more than a dollar. Oh,
Yeah, they get the dollars
They
and we
get
get
the
the
dollars.
15 fucking
yeah,
cents.
they serve those
As
billionaires.
Jerry Reed used to say, I got the coal mine and I
Yeah.
got the shaft.
Yeah, she got the coal mine. I got the shaft. Oh, that's us.
Mhm.
But this in my lifetime, I'm looking at this because I wasn't around during the Grand Big Deal when Roosevelt gave us the Grand New Deal, which gave us Social Security and went on to give a lot of things to lift up people and make the society better. I wasn't around, but I benefited from that. I grew up in that era where millionaires and we didn't have billionaires back then, just millionaires. They paid their fair share. They were at a 70% tax rate. Some of them 90%. They're making so much fucking money. Now, oh no, we can't touch them, baby, because it's the American dream. You too can grow up and be a billionaire. All you have to do is
You can
work
too.
hard, pull your boots
Yeah.
up, and you can make it, baby. No, you're not.
You can grow up and be an asshole
you're
just
not.
like the idiot. Yeah.
Most of them were born into that money. Born into it. That you
And
don't
they have no
to.
intentions of giving that
No.
shit up.
No, they're going to fight tooth and nail for it. It's like it's their lifeblood. They do, this, and it's being tossed around in discussion on the news about paying taxes. And I tell people, you can ask Travis or anybody else that's around me. When people say, thank you for your service, John, I always look at them and say, thank you for paying your taxes, baby. I appreciate that. Paid my wages.
I was curious coming up with that. Anybody gotten their taxes back yet if they filed and got a refund?
I did.
I say again, the IRS is not a
I
fine
got a
subject
refund.
with me 13 years ago. Are you shit?
My sister was telling me today she's still waiting on
13
hers.
fucking years ago. Anyway,
You know
what were we talking about? I got distracted
what the
by a
problem
squirrel.
We were talking about.
Certain
You know what the
subjects really
problem-
get me hired right now.
I was
You know the
curious if
problem with-
anybody got their thing with the IRS or anything like that. 'Cause
Yes.
Yeah, I did.
Did you?
The problem with our government now is one word: greed.
Yeah.
yep,
Well,
there you go.
Think about it. When we were young, people that ran the government then had more sense, had more
integrity.
feelings for the people. Okay, they
Had
have
to-
integrity.
They
Okay,
had in
but now think-
decorum.
Right. But the people that were then there when we were young, most of them are dead and gone now. And so
Yeah.
their kids come up and all they had was gimme, gimme, gimme. It's like one guy told me years ago that he wanted to give his kids more than what he got when he was coming up. And I told him straight up, all you're going to do is make a little spoiled little bastards out of them.
I don't think I have enough to make them spoiled.
It ain't gonna mean nothing to them. That's the whole point. Ain't gonna think about all these bought and paid for people we got in Congress now. Yeah, I heard you talking about that lady out in Arizona. She's bought and paid for.
Oh, you bet.
Yeah.
Nancy's bought and paid for.
Joe mentioned bought and paid for with high
Right.
bucks, baby. This is the
Right.
game that
But-
they're talking about. We're talking about $1 trillion package and billionaires.
Right.
Guess what comes under that? Millionaires, right? Millions. So that's what we're talking to these congressmen. Millions of dollars. We're not talking about chump change here. We're talking about new yacht money.
Yeah.
That's what we
Think
know.
about this.
That's
Yeah,
the
this
power.
time is supposed to just only do billionaires, not
It's
millionaires.
about time,
just
Karen Van
billionaires.
Wyk. We was waiting on you.
Right. They're not thinking about what they got now or what they're going to have in the future, because if they did, they wouldn't set their own house on fire. The house is on fire and the house is burning down. And if you don't have fire people to put the house out, you're not going to have a house. So how much is that money going to give you? Nothing.
Well, that's
what it's going. That's what it come down to.
Tony.
Go ahead.
That's my thought on trying. You know, I've been called a lot of things in my life.
Mm-hmm.
But occasionally somebody goes, "Oh, John, you're a romantic." It ain't gonna happen that way. Well, it should. It is only when our voice, our vote, that the masses of people in this country, and believe me, there are millions of them that just don't vote. As a matter of fact, that damn good size of our country just doesn't vote anyway. Apathy, I don't give a shit. It doesn't make a difference. My vote doesn't count, whatever freaking reason you use. That's what it is. If we could get those people to vote, if we could gather the masses of the working class, the people that have to get up and put on steel-toed shoes or have to go wait on people all day and working for tips and all that shit, if we could get every one of those to get out and vote, we could make major, and this would look like a small deal. If we could get together and raise our voice, because again, that is the only time that our vote is going to outweigh their money.
Yeah.
People like Joe Manchin, Christian Cinema, it's all about the bucks, baby.
You know, the
Yeah,
funny
well,
thing is
they're
sorry, Bernadette.
Go ahead.
The funny thing is we're starting to see a little bit of a change, though, because we got people that aren't taking a job for $7 an hour. They're like, screw you. If you're going to give me a job, you better give me a job at least a decent wage. And they're not going to work for chump change anymore.
They're not.
This is telling this government too, hopefully, that hey, we're not putting up with your shit.
No,
We'll
they've
vote
got
your ass
a
out.
dire employment market out there, and a lot of it is because people either like they said, don't want to go back to the shitty job they had for the cheap ass pay they were getting, and they're tired of working, doing a 40-hour, not having enough money to live, baby.
Yeah,
You
that's
can't
it.
pay the rent. You can't buy the groceries, the electric bill. Oh, you want a phone, do you? Oh, that's not it. Oh, you want TV too? Well, aren't we
You want a
special?
car? Damn.
Yeah.
Here's a thought, John,
Huh.
and Blue Dots. We have, according to the numbers, which I say are extremely low, over 800,000 people who've died from COVID so far. Those people aren't going back to a job.
No.
They're not, going, back to a job. We had a lot of people who were in jobs that lost their fucking lives because of the mismanagement of the former twice impeached double fuckface fuck Trump's dumbass.
Don't hold back now. Don't hold back, Brendan.
We should be doing what the people of Brazil are doing with Bolsonaro.
Charge him with crime. Bolsonaro,
they're
yeah.
charged with the mismanagement of the pandemic, and that needs to be done here. France formally charged a former president, and his ass is sitting in jail. Our former president needs to be charged for the bullshit.
Why are we so behind the curve on so many things?
Shit.
I don't know.
You know?
Because, John, up until this point, we used to hold even the lowest of our former presidents in high regard.
Even the lowest. Even the worst president, Bernadette.
Yes.
That we still held them with some regard. The office itself gave an air of decency. Not anymore, baby. Not anymore. Joe Biden is trying very hard to bring that back, and I'm proud of Joe Biden. He was not, I've said it before, he was not my first pick. But when he became the nominee, baby, I'm in the boat. Let's go. Let's all row together. We're going that way. And he has surpassed my expectations, and I want to see him succeed even more. But we're not in the day and age of respect for the office anymore.
Every day they're giving
Republicans
him shit,
threw that out the window.
He's not doing enough. He's not doing enough. And it's like, Jesus Christ, He's
not even been in a year yet.
8 fucking months.
He's done a lot. Remember that big package when everybody got a check in the mail? That was him right out the gate, baby. The battle since then. And we have the infrastructure. It passed the Senate. The 1.5 trillion infrastructure bill. We have that in our hand. We just can't get it through because it's being used as a poker chip. So we have made significant progress, but we can't get over the finish line until we resolve this issue within our party over the Build Back Better plan, the human infrastructure, and it's pissing me off really, because like I said yesterday, they took out the family leave part now. Oh well, okay, there you go. Screw you, family. Got a baby? You're on your own. Tough luck, guy. You coming in, Bob? I'm not going to pay you, man. You got to get your ass in here. My wife is having to. I don't give a shit about your wife. Get your ass in here to work. That's what that is. And the community college, 2 years, really?
And to do with that first thing you were talking about, the family leave, Trump actually put that in.
Yeah, that was a popular thing amongst Republicans until. He was
talking about that. He was talking about it. No, your family should be able to go out and get a job and blah, blah, blah. Well, now that Biden's saying, we don't like that shit. Oh, no, I don't like that. No, I'm not going to vote for that crap. That's bullshit. It's getting
We're watching this whole thing. We lose pieces of the Build Back Better plan. And they're pieces that help the society itself grow and prosper.
Yes,
and we're denying those projects and those programs because we don't want to hurt rich people and rich corporations. I think Biden pointed out I think he said something today about there was like 50 of the top corporations that made huge profits last year paid little or nothing in income tax. Nothing, baby.
Yeah,
that's that big
like
tax
Trump,
code. That's that big tax code. Oh, we got to write off for that. We don't have to pay taxes on that because, we pulled it out of our butt and there it is in writing. So, suck it. And it's corporations we recognize. This is not, I agree. It's a patriotic duty. Nobody wants to freaking pay taxes. But we all do. It's for the greater society.
No, that's the thing is we all don't.
No.
We all don't pay taxes because
your ass does.
The tax code is written for the rich. It's so large because it's full of loopholes where they get out of paying taxes for the rich.
Yep. See my lawyer about that. I don't have a lawyer.
That's why they have lawyers.
That's why they have lawyers. That's why. And there's, it depends on if you kill somebody or if you cheat on your taxes. There's a lawyer there for you that's going to help you if you have the money.
So let me get this straight. Biden is against the thing that Trump was trying to do with the family leave thing?
No.
Talked about
He's not. He's for it. But see, Trump was for it. But the way
Trump was for it in the same way that they were going to sign a big health care bill in 2 weeks.
It was Ivanka's pet peeve when she first got into office. All the family leave thing, so women could have a better way in life, And now that women were a huge part
of the workforce,
unemployment that are not able to go back to work.
Indeed.
So who gives a shit if your woman don't go back to work and she got to stay home and take care of the kids? We ain't gonna take care of their little monkey asses anyway.
Well,
okay?
Them Republicans, baby.
You get your ass back out there and start driving a fucking truck.
Them Republicans, they believe in the good old days, baby. Get your biscuits in the oven and your buns in the bed, huh? That's what that's old time religion Republicans, baby. That's it, baby. Get your biscuits in the oven, get your buns in the bed. Let's go. That's the Republicans, baby. That's the diehard patriotic. I love my country. Where's my Bible? I'm gonna beat your ass until you do what I say.
Well, if you women weren't constantly having abortions and actually working, these problems in their minds anyway. What I was saying was, if the women weren't constantly having abortions actually working,
I wonder how the Republicans
Oh,
choose.
times have changed.
And I'm getting fucking reelected without the women of this goddamn
That's
country.
it, baby. You want to know who to pay? And let's be honest. I know I will be. My wife and I share the same political values and the same political ideas. That's 40 years of marriage. When we first got together, not so much.
Yeah.
I was more on conservative side. She was a hippie. You know, I wasn't a Republican, never was, but I was more of a moderate or conservative Democrat. It's only over life and years
right.
That you start to understand what is important in life. And when you start to get old, like my ass has gotten, 68 years old, fixing to get to 69. And I look back at my life and I'm going, man, wait, I so remember the 60s, baby. I was in that teen years, baby. There was shit going on all the time. Protests and hippies and pot came onto the scene and everything was getting up. California was man.
John.
But I also
sex, drugs,
hold on.
and rock and roll.
Yes,
John.
sex, drugs, rock and roll, and all that shit. But we did something. We did something because those were the years that we changed. We brought civil rights in. That Medicare came into the subject. That we came up with the EPA to protect our environment. We can't forget of everything that this generation did at an earlier age.
Right.
We were protesting and making change happen. It's what has to happen again.
So check this out.
Except they ain't going to watch a bunch of old people out in the street. They want young people.
Yeah. So check this out, John.
What?
538 was on the Sunday morning news show, the George Stephanopoulos on ABC.
Right.
And they did a recent poll, okay? They found out that 100% of Democratic women are all going to vote blue next year because of the abortion thing in Texas.
A lot of Republicans.
And they said a Republican women too.
Yeah, they said 60% of Republican women are going to vote blue to support women's rights.
Yeah.
So, right there, if you got 100% of Democratic women and 60% of Republican women voting blue, guess what? GOP's going to lose its ass
they got
year.
women in the Republican Party. Yes, this law down here in Texas has turned a whole lot of Republican women against it. Not all Republicans.
Most of those women are 100 fucking years old and haven't had anything.
Hey! It's a family show here. Family show. I'm just saying.
Wow.
We can't. You can't.
The majority. You got to realize the majority of our nation has got more women than men nowadays too.
Yep.
It's going to make a difference.
Hey! That's true. Wait a minute. Where's my mouse? I want to back up to this comment. That is true because I want to call this out.
I will tell you guys something. I'll tell you a little secret about women.
Yeah.
We're better organizers.
Yes. I'm fixing to tap a little part of that statement right here in this statement because I want to read it because it's the God's honest truth. I was here, witnessed the whole damn thing. Let the sun shine through. Just texted. By the way, Texas was very cool in the 70s and 80s with Ann Richards. I was there. Now I'm in Colorado. We are getting the overflow of women not getting proper health care down there. I am glad that they're moving up there to get the proper health care. But yes, back in the 70s and 80s, Texas was cool because we had a Democratic governor, Ann Richards, who was a rock and roll lady, baby. She did powerful things for this state. She was.
He was dynamite.
And then Darth Vader took over.
The thing that I don't think these Republicans realize that it takes two incomes now basically to barely run a household anymore.
Two.
It's not just
some of them are pushing three.
Yeah, some of them are pushing three. Some of them
have two actual jobs and then do a gig on something to bring in extra money.
They don't realize this, that
this is mine.
They're all their bullshit
that
they keep going with. Oh, we can't pay this for the minimum wage. You know what? After a while, people are going to get tired of that. And then all these old suckers are going out.
Yep.
I'm still in the same boat. This is my second job now. This is my job. This is my income. Whatever I make on this show, that's the money that helps my family make it through every month, because my income with my house payment the way it is that I can't get out of, that's half my income right there. Half. So when you start cutting into your bills, baby, you're not going to make it. So if I wasn't doing this, I'd be out on a job somewhere. At 68 years old, I'd be flipping burgers at Whataburger.
Yeah.
I got to do something to make extra income.
That's what these congressmen don't think. They're not thinking because they got the high-powered job. They don't have to work.
If you go to any burger joint around and look who in the back is flipping burgers and serving, about half the time, more than half the staff is going to be older people. That's their retirement, baby. That's it. You're going to work till you die. That's the plan. That's the plan with most people. So when we watch our lawmakers attempt a great feat for our country as a society, with the Build Back Better plan, with the whole thing, with where we were at 3.5 trillion. Before we were much higher, but let's just take the 3.5 because that's what everybody remembers. That's what everybody remembers. Let's take that to lift up our society.
Yep.
And we can't get it done. And that's what this country needs. That is the great expansion that we saw back during the 50s.
Yeah. And you know what, John? Someone needs to explain.
That John Diddybag.
Go ahead.
Oh, I just got shot. I'm sorry. What were you saying, Jeremy?
That was me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Who?
Whatever.
I'm sorry. Hell of a big squirrel just ran in front of my face. It should have seen y'all's too. John Diddybag, what are you doing? First, let me thank Mark Perkins. Mark Perkins, where's my...
John, have you been nipping
Mark Perkins came in with a $10 donation and said, here's some cat food money, John. It's the one thing John needs every damn day of his life is cat food. I was a little worried now this morning. We had a head count. We only had
the cats aren't food yet?
We only had 14. We were missing 4 this morning.
Food.
There was 4 missing this morning, and Mama does not like it when cats are missing. So we have a serious issue going on out in the front yard playing here, kitty, 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 kitty. So anyway, Mark Perkins, thank you very much. And John Diddybag, buddy, how do you say thanks to that? Don't hurt you.
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
Oh,
Did you see that flash up there?
$50. Are you kidding me?
John Diddybag, make sure that's right, sir.
Please.
Don't. Yeah, please. I'm thinking that wasn't intentional. But John Diddybag.
Question for everybody.
I do too. Hold on, Tony.
Okay.
I didn't see it because I'm on Discord, but whatever.
John Diddybag.
Oh my goodness.
Just came in with a $500 donation.
Oh my God.
Holy crap.
And said if you expect the unexpected,
He said,
isn't the
yes,
unexpected
it's right,
the
John.
Oh, wait a minute. He distracted me with the amount that he just donated. I didn't read the...
All right, as John passes out now.
I'm about to. John Diddybag, that...
I asked him if that amount was correct. He said, yes, it's right.
Wow.
Thank you, John.
Thank you, John.
I thought that was a $50 donation when I looked at that.
I looked up and I seen that and I went, habba.
There's 0 in there.
If you expect the unexpected, isn't the unexpected the expected? Now think of what he's asking you. If you expect the unexpected.
I'm crying right now. Thank you. Wow.
Wow. That's right.
Now everybody on the show and everybody out in the audience is doing the same thing here. Wow. What? He did what?
Fabulous.
Miracle.
That I would call that a miracle, indeed. And I didn't mean to say what I said as a way to attempt to entice anybody into donating. Y'all know we do not solicit donations here. We thank you for them. But on that same note, when I go over to somebody like Robin Kincaid's show, I don't mind telling her audience and the Horn family over there that is the way that Robin makes her living. This is how you pay the bills. This is how you buy the cat
You're
food.
the
This is how
number
you
one
do.
cheerleader.
Because I know. Because if it's not this, I'm going to find my ass out there well, they don't have Walmart greeters anymore. Where do old people go? Whataburger. Flipping hamburgers, baby. I'm going to be at the counter. Can I help you? What do you want? A number 2? We can do that up. You want jalapenos on that? I can do it with a smile, baby. Not that long ago, I was delivering pizzas.
Send us all one burgers.
That ain't no much fun, baby.
That must just be
Can I,
your. That must be
John
your.
Diddy Bag.
Walmart.
What an amazing
And
gift.
gentlemen,
Thank you.
I would really like to say something right now because I think it's kind of appropriate. And if anybody over here is a pollinator from the Blue Dots over to the Horn Network, and there's quite a few Horn Network people that come and pollinate this
We
place. Like
love the cross-pollination,
Jeremy
baby.
McDonald. Okay.
Get my hand raised.
I apologize. Please, you guys, let me say this. Please
Okay.
let me say this. Because I listen every Friday. I don't always participate, but I'm always there. And I listen every Friday. And I listen how John comes in to Robin's show at the end of the show. And Robin can be down by hundreds of dollars in need. Because she's always in need. She uses her voice every day. And John
Indeed.
comes in and he will pitch that show to her listeners, and then the money starts flowing. I have watched that week after week after week. I have watched John go in and just speak on behalf for Robin and watch the miracles happen, okay? So I want to say to John Diddy Bag and to John Bertavo, thank you, John Diddy Bag, and John Bertavo, you're so deserving. You're so deserving.
That's bullshit, and she can't prove it.
I can. I have
It's-
those fucking downloads. I can prove it every fucking Friday. I
Baby,
download that shit. I can prove it.
John, one of these Fridays on Skype, I want to see fucking pom-poms. I really want to see them.
John will never promote this show
I don't,
the
because
way
his family
he
is...
goes over there and promote Robin's show. And it's just nice to see it reciprocated back to him. It's really
Thank you,
nice
Bernadette,
to see
sweetie.
that.
I appreciate it so much. You know, everybody should know by now.
I
Bernadette and
donate
I
to
have
both of the shows,
a very
okay?
close
I want
relationship.
everybody to know that. I donate to both of the shows because these
Indeed.
voices are so important.
Well, you got to admit, she's prettier than me.
I think they just need
She's
to
prettier
be
than
heard,
me.
But we need to hear it. And Robin is gorgeous, okay?
Ain't she?
is
She's
prettier
taking
than
some
John.
selfies. I'm looking at, man, rocking it, baby.
She is
I'm
gorgeous.
telling you. She
And
is
so
doing
I say
amazing
thank you
voice.
to anybody who donates to this show in any means necessary, because I know it's needed. It's needed to keep John's voice on the air. It's needed to keep Robin's voice on the air. I could care less whether you hear me or not.
Oh, I do.
But their voices are important, and what they do is important. And I want to say thank you to everybody who donates to both shows, because there's a lot of people who cross-pollinate. We're giving what little bit of money we do have to keep these voices on the air. So thank
Yep.
you, John Diddy Bag, and thank you, Diana Mallory, and everybody else who contributes on a regular.
All right, now
to
look
this
here.
show.
Are we going to have to come over there and calm you down?
Yes,
Okay. I love you, baby.
I'm overwhelmed.
Hey, can I give a shout out to Bernadette's
Please.
Breeze
Go ahead.
trees?
Oh,
I used it on my toes today. My toes were awful sore in the car.
on your toes.
Yeah, on the bottom of my toes, just on one foot. And I've been putting other stuff on there, but just before the show started, I put some of that salve on my toes. It numbed them right up, man. I don't feel.
I'm telling you.
Out to the mailbox and.
If you don't know what we're talking about when it comes to that stuff, we're talking about Prees Trees, which is a product that Bernadette makes with her own hands that if you're hurting somewhere, rub it on there. You ain't gonna hurt long. It is
I wonder, John, will it take the hurt away from my booster shot I got yesterday?
Buddy, I'm telling you right now, it'll mend a broken heart. Look at that. Look at that right there. Broken. It was broken. I rubbed priest trees on there.
Please use it on your arm. Yes, it will help.
It will mend everything.
I'm going to try it out right now.
I'm telling you, and you can
Hey.
find that at by emailing Bernadette at trees at asis.com. Trees at asis.com. And wait, let's catch up because here Diana Mallory, bequeather of the gong, came in with another $5 and said, "Wow, way to go, John Diddybag." Indeed, thank you very much, Diana. And Catman 56, our buddy Keith up in Minneapolis, Minnesota, came in with a $50 donation and said a little follow-up with Bro Diddybag. Semper Fi, Blue Dots. Semper Fi. Y'all don't know just what impact you made on next month. Because y'all know that these donations, I wish they don't come in tomorrow. They don't come in tonight. They'll come in next month. And next month, I'm going to be able to breathe a little bit. There'll be a little bit more of a leeway. Because I won't lie, ever since after the election, our donations have gone down, which it was expected because, politics, they want to go to the beach. They want to do something else besides politics. But it doesn't matter if I got a dime off of this show. I would still turn that camera on.
John.
Well,
it does matter.
I might have to do it from flipping burgers at Whataburger because I've got to. I'm like in the same boat with a lot of people. You got to make an income. You have to do an income.
Hey, John, in all seriousness, after you came on Robin's show last week, on the anniversary Friday, before the real anniversary, she cleared her biggest deficit ever. That was a pretty good miracle. That was.
It was amazing because she was down by over $1,000, and it was just amazing to watch this happen. And how when John comes on the show at the end of the show and he starts talking about supporting Robin's show and the money just starts pouring in, and these people have been giving for the last 3 hours, and then all of a sudden all this money comes in and it's just a relief for Robin.
The only thing I emphasize
out right now
is the importance of a progressive voice. Look where Robin is. She is in West Virginia. That's red. Look at what we're talking about. Look what we're talking about. We're talking about Joe Manchin, West Virginia. That's what we're talking about. She is a very progressive voice out of West Virginia. I have been so lucky to have found a Blue Dot family.
Oh my God.
That I feel like, okay, in my mind, we made a difference. I made a difference in 2018. We made a difference in 2020. I am so proud of this family that we have grown. But I am not here to I don't want to pick your pocket. I don't want to take your money. Yes, a donation is greatly accepted. Graciously accepted.
I am so proud of Blue Dots right now. You guys are shining bright.
Because look at here, Miss Linda.
Thank you so much.
Miss Linda, who couldn't even be here tonight, just came in with a $50 donation and said, "Fuck Trump, fuck Trump." Are you shitting
me? You guys, I can't even type to say thank you. I can't see the names because I'm tearing up too much. So if I mistyped your name, I apologize. But you guys are making me cry. Okay.
Mary Ellen, I'll tell you.
Take a tissue timeout.
I've been tissuing. Okay?
Let me thank Tim Lowry, who came in with a $5 donation and said, "Hey, John, you want fries with that?" I'd be sitting there flipping them with a smile, buddy. I guarantee you, if I was out there flipping burgers and my face was at that counter, yeah, I'm going to be the most courteous sucker you ever saw in your life. Have a great freaking day. Now get out of here. Can I help you, please? No. I look at life, I look at people, like the song I love. The colors in the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. That's what I see, baby. the humanity, this life that we live, every day that we live, we have an opportunity every day we wake up. Is it going to be a great fucking day? Some days, not so much. But every day, even the day you get your freaking hand ripped open, there's still sunshine in that day. You just got to find it. There's still a laugh in that day. As a matter of fact, good chances are you're going to be laughing at you. Look at there, 7 fucking stitches. That's pretty goddamn bad.
There's days you want to just staple your
There's
head to the
days
pillow.
that you just can't deal with. There's days that are always going to drag your ass down. But when you stop to think sometimes of the big picture and how the world is, and you remember, I don't know, a cliche of some old song like I do, to give you inspiration that this is still a wonderful world, that this is still a world worth fighting for, that it is the right thing to do to stand up for your neighbor. It is the right thing to do to stand up for your fellow Americans, regardless of race, color, creed, sexual preference, sexual identity, or any other asterisk anybody else wants to put on somebody else's ass. That's what I believe in. That's why I love that song. It has been all my life, since I was a teenager. Of all the rock and roll songs, that was the one that stood out in my heart most of all. Because if you remind yourself occasionally, it is a wonderful world. But it's better when we make it better.
And while you were talking, you got another donation.
I see,
No,
I
you
see
got a
that.
bunch of them, dude.
Ben Stroud
Just
came
take
in
the
with
time.
$20 and said, "Thank you, John Diddy Bag, and fuck Trump and Jim Shorts Crow Jordan. Jim Jacket Off Jordan." Indeed, Ben Stroud, thank you very much. And Miss Linda came back again with $10 and said, "Shut up and take my money."
John,
I
there
love
was,
you, baby.
there was one before.
Oh, did I? Did I
Stroud.
miss one? Wait a minute. Oh, look at there. I missed one. Ben Stroud came in. No, I got Ben for 20, right?
Man.
I got Miss Linda. Gary Atkins came in with a $10 donation and said, "What a wonderful world." Thank you,
Oh,
Gary
did you
Atkins.
get Tim Lowry already? You already got Tim Lowry?
Yeah.
Okay, my bad.
Okay. Yes, he got the fries. Yes. And Jeremy McDonald came in with $10. Jeremy, thank you, sir. I appreciate it tremendously. Y'all, I'm trying to keep the squirrels out of my head because all of a sudden I'm thinking, that's my bills next month. Yeah, and
Thank
you know
you
what
guys
that
so
translated
much.
to my head? Well, breaking down the math into the tiny numbers, I can go to the grocery store easier and cat food.
And the cat's got
I
some
got-
food.
I won't have to
Cat's
worry
got
about
food.
cat food next payday. So
I have
that-
50
that's
pound
assuming
bag,
it
John.
gets to the store, which appears to be a major problem nowadays, getting cat food to the stores, I guess. But when you love your animals, you chase that shit down no matter where you got to go to find cat food. So.
Yes.
Well, John, that $10.
Well, don't forget
gives
about-
Jenny her treat.
Don't forget about Chewy.com because they deliver.
Yes. Oh, man. I was looking at them just the other day. Yeah, because, well, to be honest, most of the time, we're
you
buying,
spend more than
yeah,
40
it's on the fly. How much money I
If
got?
you spend more than $40,
I'll-
it's
you
still
know,
very easy.
Man, just the last several days. Now, I'm going to tell this, and it doesn't make me sound good. Well, it doesn't make me sound good, and it doesn't make me look intelligent. But it's the truth of what happened. Just a few days ago, when this injury happened, is day before payday. Okay, 2 days till payday. Okay, and balance is down to, go ahead and take a shot. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. And I had intentionally had to overdraft my account because we had to buy some things. So I knew my account was already overdrafted. That's fine. Got direct deposit coming in on my Social Security, and it'll take care of it. And then I went to go get the medicine for the antibiotics, and I hope she's listening because she does occasionally. And I want to say hello, Christina, by the way, and some other local people here that do know. Anyway, my local pharmacist, and the guy gave me, okay, John, that's going to be so much. Oh, baby, I ain't got that much. Can we cut it in like a fourth, and I'll get a little bit now, and then I'll come back in a couple of days and pick up the rest. She said, okay, don't worry. Give me a few minutes. We'll adjust it. I said, okay. So I step off to the side, and I'm waiting. And my pharmacist, who I always call, how's my favorite pharmacist? And she is a wonderful pharmacist. I've known her for years and years and years. Anyway, I got it. I said, okay. And she comes over to an empty register and scans it. And I pull out my wallet, and I got my card, and I know exactly how much we're going to have to pay here, and I'm going to make it. Except that's not the amount that came up on the little thing. And I, about that time, went, oh. And about that time, she reached over the counter with her iPhone and hit that pay button.
Wow.
I was embarrassed and heartwarmed at the same time that she did that. As a matter of fact, I went back in and saw her today. And when she did that, she said, Mr. Britivo, you're the kindest person that has ever come in here. She said that to me. And so that's karma. That she would do that. And I love her for it. Because payday has come. And now I'm okay right now. I'm going to order pizza tomorrow and have it delivered over for her lunch tomorrow for her staff. She didn't have to do that. And then the other thing that happened today is, again, after payday, we don't do this often, tacos. Because I ain't cooking breakfast. I got to go to the store anyway. I'm going to go to that store. We're going to get tacos for breakfast. It's about $10. So I drive all the way down there, order my tacos, 5 egg, bean, and cheese tacos. All right, drive up to the window. I get up to the window, reach into my wallet.
Yeah, I knew you were going to fucking switch it over. I fucked up. And what's unfortunate is this mistake I have made one too many times. And so the day before Dad went yesterday, we had to go and get what is it? Just bread, right? We just had to get bread. I borrowed my dad's card. Yeah, I borrowed Dad's card, and I forgot to put it back in his fucking wallet after I got back from the store. So Dad goes and gets stuff from this morning. And yeah, his dumbass son fucking forgot to put the damn card back in the wallet. And I wish I could say this is a one-off.
Yeah, no. I can let you off the hook on this. It's not a one-time thing.
No, it's not.
Yeah, even when I asked him, yeah, would you buy that for me on the internet? Yes, here's my card right there. Okay.
Yeah, I'll bring it down.
Put the card back in the wallet.
I swear, I have such bad memory when it comes to little things like that. Because you're not the only one I've done that to. I've done it to Rose, and I admit, yeah, I'm fucked up. Yep. You know, it's like, shit. Yep,
forgot to put that back in there.
Anyway. Don't trust me with your fucking
Travis
cards.
a question?
Wait a minute. Go ahead.
A week or so ago, I lost my driver's license and my debit card. And I had gone to the store, and I had lost it and was in a frantic mode for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Not because I lost my driver's license and my debit card, but because I had my son's debit card.
Oh.
I know exactly how you feel. And fortunately, when I went out the second time to go hunt for these belongings, my son, who was home that day, it was his day off from work, was sitting outside and happened to look into the driveway where I parked my car, and there was my wallet with everything that I was looking for. And so, but I spent 3 hours that day pulling my hair out because I lost his debit card.
I've been there.
It's much worse when you lose someone else's shit, right? It just makes you feel horrible.
Yeah, I don't care if it's your shit or my shit. If it's my shit, whether you lost it or I lost it, that doesn't really matter. I'm in panic mode.
Yes.
Diana Mallory, thank you very much. You came in with $5, said, time to sing. This is Johnny Fly's song, though. I don't want to
I did that the other day.
Oh, Lord, it's hard to be humble when you're perfect in every way. I can't wait to... It get carried away with that song, Diana Mallory, I'm telling you. I tease him with it. Anyway,
hey, John,
thank you, Diana Mallory. Yes.
I need to ask Travis a question.
Uh-oh.
What's up?
Where are the links that used to be on the YouTube videos for the donation site?
So for some reason, I don't know what YouTube is doing. We have to use Restream, as you know, to stream to multiple platforms. I cannot edit the description. The last few almost weeks now, I cannot go in there and edit our description before we go live for some reason or another. But I can find you the links and send them over to you as soon as I can over here. I just gotta
put them on the website because I can't find them on your website.
Yeah. Oh, but yeah, Dad, please, you never did finish your story. Yeah, I'll get that going. But yeah, don't forget you didn't finish your story though about this morning.
Okay, so we were at the drive-thru at the taco window, and I get up to the window, and I pull out the wallet, and the card ain't there. Oh man, can't just drive away. It's a place I come all the time. So I'm waiting, and the guy comes to the window, and he starts to hand me the bag. And I said, no, bub. I'm sorry. I drove all this way. I don't have my card. I forgot my card. I got to go back, and I'll be back. Just put them off to the side. They'll warm up fine. And anyway, you go, no. He puts the bag out the window. He said, no, I know who you are. I trust you. You'll come back. And he gives me the ticket, and he said, just bring it back and pay it later. Again, something he didn't have to do. Yeah. So yeah. So that's the end of my taco story this morning. I came home with the tacos and then made Travis feel bad because he didn't put my card back.
Hey, John,
Not that I'm trying to make you feel guilty and that I wasted all that gas to go in town get you taco.
Hey, again,
I'm just
I feel
saying.
pretty shitty about it anyway.
Hey, John, I'm going to back out because I have to make a phone call. But I want to let you know before I disappear, I see Johnny Fly wants to talk, so maybe you can take my spot until the end of the show.
All right. Jeremy, thank you so much for coming in, brother. We appreciate it tremendously.
Sure, thanks.
You bet. Take care of yourself.
I know I did that same thing, John, the other day. I went with my cousin somewhere, left my wallet in his car.
Oh,
The
yeah?
only reason I knew that my wallet was in his car is because he calls me when he gets home. Hey, dumbass, your wallet's in my car.
You know where your wallet is? The scariest time I did.
Money? And I'm like, no.
Right after we sold our house in this long time ago. Anyway, I ended up with $3,000 in cash that I had a specific reason to use, and I got home and I couldn't find it. Oh Lord, I'm searching my pockets, every pocket I got. I'm searching the ground. I went outside looking all around. $3,000 in cash.
Whoa.
You know where it was? It's laying on my front seat of the car with the car doors unlocked, just laying there in plain view for hours and hours and hours while I was going nuts, trying to retrack and call people on the phone. Hey, I lost my money. No, we didn't find any money. And I'd hang up the phone going, of course you didn't find no money.
I've done that with bank balances and stuff. I'll stick them up in the top of the little thing, the visor.
The thing.
I'm like, I get there and I'm like, hold it a minute. What the fuck did I just do with that cash? I'm like, looking through my wallet. Where the hell? And then I'm like going through the car and you're throwing shit out of the back.
It is the day of, nowadays cash is not that common. Most people have a card. As a matter of fact, normally when people pull out a check up in the grocery line, you look at them like, really?
What?
And they're sitting up there thinking out a check. They got. I know the bank has a damn card. You poke it in there, a couple of numbers, and you're gone. But nope, we're gonna sit here. I don't even have checks anymore. I don't have checks. As a matter of fact, we found some the other day, but they were the starter checks from my account years and years and years ago. I got a debit card.
See, John, somebody's looking after you.
See?
There must be a God that you can.
You heard the song, didn't you? You heard the song, and it was like a light to a bug, right? You were just drawn.
I'm honored that you would play my theme song. Thank you.
It was a motto.
Oh Lord, it's hard to be humble. Johnny's favorite song. When you're perfect in every way. I can't wait to look in the mirror.
Look in the mirror.
I get better looking each. We got to stop that. I'm gonna get in trouble on YouTube. Believe me. And Sparky
That was the
Dunk.
one I did in Korea.
We did
that one in Korea.
I hear that voice.
Yes.
How are you doing, dear?
That was me.
That was you.
I'm hanging in there.
Good.
That was me.
Good. I'm glad you're here, darling.
Too bad I can't say, John, that I wrote that song because it was, it was
All you can claim is they wrote it about you, right?
exactly.
That's what your claim to fame is. And I want to
good
thank
song.
Sparky Dunk, who just came in. Thank you, Sparky, very much. With a $25 donation and said, thanks for the link, Travis. I have it bookmarked. Thank you,
No
Travis.
problem. I like the idea, though, that you said
It
of
might-
putting it on the website. So, yeah, that'll be something I'll probably do
Thank-
tonight until
my
YouTube gets
technical
its stuff, sorts itself out. Because, yeah, we haven't been able to edit the description in like a few weeks.
I think you sold a shirt
Oh,
the other
did I?
day when you was gone.
Oh, well, that's
I think
neat.
you did.
Cool.
Somebody, that little thing
Yeah,
popped up on the
Jay-
screen. Somebody bought a shirt.
Oh, well,
So-
whoever did that, thank you. That helps me.
John, I think that was a Ninja Rider. A Ninja Rider was on it.
That's me.
Yeah,
That's the
you.
ninja guy. Yeah, that's me. Dun, dun, dun,
See?
dun. Faster than a speeding bullet. Able to leap over tall buildings. Kicks locomotives off their tracks and kicks them out of. That's what it. Anyway,
When I get down there, I'm going to expect to see you do that.
we
one.
are
Yeah, I wanna
indeed
watch
looking
it.
forward to a Blue Dot family meeting on November 12th, 13th, and 14th in San Antonio, Texas, at the Courtyard Marriott Hotel in Market Square areas. We're going to drink margaritas and eat tacos, and visit the
On
great
Mitch.
city.
Mitch is buying.
Mitch is buying tacos. Tacos, around the tacos for my amigos here. All these hombres here want tacos. And where else is a better place to get tacos than San Antonio, Texas?
Hey, Bernadette, you should come along too. Then you can buy all our drink.
Oh no, honey. Yeah, you wouldn't want
We
that.
will all
Water-
toast. We will all toast
Water's
Bernadette
not very,
and the
you know,
rest of the Blue Dot family who are not
That
there.
was funny.
Because if you're not there
I
in
will be
person, you're
there
going to be there in spirit.
And
Yeah.
on, I'll be watching. I'll be
Indeed.
watching. Make sure y'all stay in
Watch.
line.
Oh, baby. Are
Okay.
you shitting me? I can go live on my phone. I just
Okay.
turn it on anywhere, and we'll just be going live a
Yeah.
lot, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I was
really
about
am.
to say we're gonna try to go as live as often as we
As
can.
often as we can.
Yeah, no, we're not gonna leave you guys out of it. You
This
know,
is a
so-
family
Right on.
meeting, and if you
Appreciate
can't
that
be
much.
there, we're gonna bring you in. As if we're walking down River Walk, you bet your ass I'm gonna be holding a phone up there, going, "Hey, I'm a
Hey,
tourist. Leave me alone."
Nah, it'll more than likely be
Now,
me
John.
holding it.
Well,
I want you to enjoy your time.
yes.
Now, John,
Yes?
make sure that you don't have a tack or something stuck on my seat when I go to sit down because I don't want everybody to see my reaction.
Have a
Okay,
what on
well,
your seat?
Tack, like a thumbtack.
Oh, tack.
Tech.
I'm not much of a trickster.
That's a tax, not a taco.
Yeah, don't sit on the taco.
Right.
Yeah. Tax maybe. But just make sure you don't sit on the taco. That's the important
Hey,
part.
they used
Bring
to
your
do
own
that when
whoopee
I was in
cushion.
school.
Yeah, bring your own whoopee
Yeah.
cushion there, buddy. I wouldn't take, public seating. You don't know who could have left that tack there. You don't know. It's better to protect your ass.
Hey, they used to do that when I was in
Kevlar
school.
underwear. That's what I recommend
Yeah. maybe
when
I
you
should,
really
eh?
need to protect your ass. I do it with my lighter. Yeah. Anyway, I want to thank
Oh, yeah.
everybody tonight, and I want to give a big thank you to everybody who donated. John Diddybag, that was a great donation, brother. But down to the smallest one, down to the $1 a month Patreon member, I am so grateful to this family. This is how we pay the bills, baby. Everything from the internet to cat food and everything in between, baby. So we appreciate it tremendously. You've just made next month a whole lot easier. And Tim Lowry, I wish you could come to San Antonio too. But again, if you ain't going to be there in person, we're going to bring you along live. So pay attention because we're going to be doing plenty of it. I want to thank this whole family for being the family that you are. When I go over to Robin's show and tell the Horn family, her followers, how important they are to her and to the voices across the country, because like us, her show is national. It's all over the place. We're international, baby. We got and so is she.
Yep.
Got voices from around the world, and it is
On the internet.
on the internet, baby. You can go anywhere.
Yeah.
You can go anywhere on the internet, and it is important to keep that voice going. Whether it's my voice, whether it's her voice, whether it's Randy Kervins or Leo Sahakis or Virginia Woodley, it doesn't matter. Those voices, every one of them, it's when they combine together, it's when that same message is repeated over and over that we can do this. Just like Barack Obama said, yes, we can. Yes, we can.
There's so many blue dots out there, you guys. There's so many blue dots out there saying the same message.
Indeed.
And people who think like us, and we need to pay attention to them, and we need to support them more than ever right now.
Thank you. This family appreciates it tremendously.
Thank you.
I don't usually ask for them. I let the family flow the way it goes. We don't try to control what conversation outside of my rant. It's my opinion. I'm going to throw it out there. Other than that, we try to let this conversation go just as if we were sitting at a table all together.
Yep.
And sometimes...
As a family, like we do.
Yeah. Like family. It's going to be politics a little bit, but then somebody's going to lead over and say, did Aunt Martha make this potato salad or something missing?
That's right.
Yeah, somebody's going to say something. And that's the way families are, baby. But this one is a wonderful family. And I want to thank every one of you for being a part of this. Anyway, before I get all mushy and shit like that, Ben Solo, thank you very much, brother.
You're welcome.
Ben, thank you. And thank you for being here, your voice. We appreciate it tremendously.
And thanks for having me. And you're welcome for the donation. And I'm glad that we finally had a Blue Dot family miracle.
Yes, we did indeed have a Blue Dot family miracle. And it hasn't stopped yet because Sir King Bishop just came in with a $10 donation and said, thank you, brother, for being the voice of the unseen and heard. B1. Thank you very much, Sir King Bishop. I appreciate it tremendously. This when I started this was it. I said this at the beginning 5 years ago when I started this. I didn't have money to donate to a candidate. It's a long way to any marches and all that, so I can't get involved there. I don't really like putting a sign up in my yard because it attracts flies. The only thing I had to offer in the fight when Trump came on the scene was my outrage and my voice. And here we are today. Don't let your outrage and your voice go to waste. Be mad. Be upset. Be concerned for this democracy we have because we are the peons of the world. We're the ones fighting for it because we're the ones that it means the most to. There's no dollar figure on this. It is a genuine concern from the very beginning of most, I would hope to say, of our founding predecessors.
Yep.
That we lift each other up, that we stand up for each other, that e pluribus unum means something, that it means that we stand up for every American, for the rights of each of us, and to lift all boats, baby, to provide for the general welfare. That's us, baby. They try to use the word welfare. Oh, look there, they want welfare. No, we don't want welfare. We want to provide for the general welfare. We want to lift all boats. We want a better society. So it's when you use your voice and your vote. That's when it matters. Anyway, thank you, Ben. Thank you, let me see here. Tony Boyd, thank you very much, brother. We appreciate it.
Hey, John, I appreciate you. I tell you, when I first heard you 4 years ago, it just hit me. I said, I finally found somebody that will tell me the truth.
It was my handsome good looks, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah, of course it was. That's what it
and your
was.
singing
That's what it
voice,
was.
too.
That's what it was.
Singing
Yeah,
voice,
I'm
too.
not like
Yeah.
like Johnny Fly. I'm like, ooh.
We're all, I just used the same words that every one of y'all are thinking every time you saw a story when that man came on the air. Are you shitting me? And that's how it started.
I love it.
That's
I
it.
love it
Every one of
because
us
you
thinking,
straight up.
are you shitting me?
I
Really,
appreciate
look what they did. Look what this idiot did. Are you shitting me? No, we're not shitting you. You got in office. Anyway, Tony, thank you so
I
much, brother. We
appreciate you
appreciate it.
having me.
Thank you. All right, TW.
No problem.
Yep.
You and Mark, we always appreciate your voice in here, brother.
Oh yeah. Mark's voice, is not in here, but
Where is Mark? Where's Mark? What did you do to Mark?
He's actually asleep on the back of my
good dog.
couch.
Good dog. Good dog. Smart dog.
He had a long day today.
Well, there you go. Then he deserves to be on the couch sawing logs. Well, thank you, TW. We appreciate it tremendously.
Yeah, it was nice being here.
There you go. And Ardessa.
Good conversation tonight.
Always, brother. Always. Where else are you going to find such fine entertainment? Nowhere. I'm telling you, right here. Ardessa, thank you so much, baby, for coming in. We appreciate it tremendously.
Thank you, John.
Enjoyed it.
I appreciate it.
And we got in here late, but we got you in here.
Yep, you did.
Indeed. And let me see.
Like I was saying.
We'll come back and visit us again.
Okay, I will.
All right.
I will.
Johnny Fly.
Yes.
You couldn't get away, man. Like a moth to a light, baby.
I was running around like a nut today. I came back from the mall a little late, but I decided to come on.
Brother, we always appreciate it when you do. Thank you for
I
using
appreciate
it.
you having me, sir.
Outstanding. And Bernadette.
Yes, sir.
I love you, baby.
I love you too, Steve.
Well, it's a love affair. Y'all just keep your shit together.
You
Anyway, baby.
You and Travis are so deserving, because I know there are so many people in this family that would have lost it a long time ago had you not provided a place for us to gather and voice ourselves. So
Baby.
Thank you, John. You are truly so deserving of the miracle that happened tonight.
Well,
truly
thank
are.
you, and let me thank you, because one of the reasons I am so adamant about loving your participation is your voice, Bernadette. Because
You're
when you
welcome.
lose your shit, baby, let it go, baby, let it fly, let it fly.
I can't
That's
help
what
it.
I say, because
can't
that's
help
when the true passions come out. And when somebody speaks from the heart and is passionate about a subject, that's when it's real. That's when it's true. Speaking from the
There's
heart,
nothing
baby.
wong with that.
Nothing wrong with that at
Nothing
all,
wrong
and
with
I
that at
enjoy
all.
it. It's what I do. I call
Well,
it a rant.
Y'all ever want to see me cry again? Give money to John.
Darling. And on the same tone, if you got
Don't
something
want any
herping,
more
buy some
tissue
of
time?
Bernadette's Pre's Trees, because that's a solid product there, baby. And that's
and
Pre's
thank you,
Trees
Sparky,
at
for your kind
asis.com. Write to her. Because anybody
Hey, I'm
from
just telling you the truth.
Yeah,
from
I
Sparky
check
Dunks,
I check my mail all the time, so if y'all want to get to me and you want to get some ordered, or you just want to find out about it, I'll write you back as soon as I get a message from you.
we have had,
Well,
I'm not going
I'm
to say
good
who.
for now.
Sparky Dunk said toes. We're not going to tell you who said that they use it on
I've heard it used.
yeah.
Hey, it kind of worked on my arm.
Yeah, it works on
Right
my
on.
shoulder. It
Right
works
on.
on anything I got hurting. Are you shitting me?
So if you-
Besides
so if
that,
you
what
gotta-
makes me look so pretty?
If you gotta get a booster shot and your arm gets sore,
No shit. Priest
it
trees.
kind of takes the soreness away.
It does. I tell I
Is
promote
it
it all the
booster
time
yet,
because it's a
John?
true product. It's something, and the great story is it's made by one of our Blue Dots. You know how much
Yeah.
you know, that's a good story right there in itself. And the
Thank you.
product
Did you
works.
get your booster yet, John?
Not yet, but I'm gonna. Yep.
We'll keep
Yeah.
bugging you until you do.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna get it, brother. Are you shitting me out? Like lately here, I'm like a pin cushion. I've got so many holes in me here lately that yeah, it's not the shot. I just got to get over there because they don't have Moderna at the CVS. I got to go over to the where we got the shots at Richard Borchard Fairgrounds.
I wanted to say too, John, I'm getting my booster tomorrow at 5 o'clock Eastern.
There you go.
Daylight Time.
Get your
Oh,
booster.
Johnny. I got my booster today.
Outstanding. See, if you
Yeah,
ain't got your
that's all I
shots, get your
visited
damn
man,
shots.
yeah.
It's way overdue for that shit. And if you have, don't forget your booster. Get your booster. Still take care of yourself. Still wear your mask in public and all that because, you know, it's still floating around out there. And
Stay safe.
yeah, be safe. It's better to be safe. And like Robin always say, if you see some nasty-ass creature walking down the street spouting all sorts of bullshit, stay away from them like they're the plague because they are. So
Yeah,
anyway,
literally.
I want to thank everybody. So y'all, man, y'all blew me out of the water tonight. Oh, no, we can't go because Catman 56, my buddy Keith came in with another donation, said from a black man in Minnesota to my brother in Texas. Thank you, Catman 56, and thank you, brother Semper Fi in Ura, to you, my friend. Take care of yourself, fellow veteran. Anyway, y'all say goodnight to everybody.
Good
Night,
night,
everybody.
everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night,
Good night, all.
And again, Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Y'all take